Alright guys, let's get right into it. First of all, happy holidays. I know I've been away for a while. It's been a lot going on, but I'm very excited. So just to hop right into the video. In today's generation, everybody is chasing the new specs, new camera gears, and anybody that follows this channel, you guys know that my favorite camera that I've ever used, is Sony A7 IV. And the new Sony A7V just came out. And if you guys see my past video when I was in Africa, it was released and I was extremely excited about that. But I have a new thing to help combat gas, which is gear acquisition syndrome, where when new gear comes out, us as creators, it's normal to want that new gear. My new thing to combat that is to just give it a few weeks, give it some time, and to just really think, contemplate, look at the specs, see how much I like it. Possibly, if I am leaning towards something, rent it to see if I really like it, and then decide if I want to get it. But after spending some time just doing as much research as possible and looking at the Sony A7V, yes, the camera is impressive, but I decided to go in a different direction. And as you guys can see from the title, I recently just bought the Sony A7C II, and I'm so excited about it. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys why. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Already know what time it is. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe to your boy. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys been showing me throughout this year and me being on YouTube. And let's get right into it. Alright, so let me just give you guys some context. So again, I mentioned everything's about, especially in this generation, everything right now is about having the new, the best, the tip-top gear. But when I was just assessing my situation and what I needed out of a camera, I already have the Sony FX3, and I didn't need a major powerhouse. I didn't need all of the new tech and the new AI autofocus. I just needed something that was reliable, I knew I could rely on, but also a major factor, something that I wanted was a camera that I can take everywhere to do photography, videography, and travel with. To be honest, my content has kind of changed this year being on YouTube. A couple years ago, I was primarily just shooting and a working professional, just shooting events, shooting documentaries, just different things like that. And I was very heavy on video gear. Now I'm still doing that, but my Sony FX3 pretty much covers all of that. I used to have the Sony FX6 and I sold that to downsize to the Sony FX3 because I feel like the scope of my work has changed as of lately. And as of lately, I have also been doing a lot more of content creation, YouTube videos, and I've been diving into my own personal photography and just like taking photos every day. Earlier this year, I bought the Fuji, X100 F or whatever, one of those small compact cameras, and it completely changed the way I view cameras, photography, and videography today. I didn't realize how much I would utilize and how much I would love just having a camera that I can take with me every single day to just capture amazing content. And the Fuji was amazing for that, and I really loved it. It helped me practice my composition. It helped me in so many different ways, but I decided to get rid of that camera because it was lacking a little bit in video, and I wanted something that I could travel with without bringing so many different bodies. So I switched over to the A6700, and while that was cool, that was amazing camera, I love full frame. I love the full frame look. I already have a whole bunch of full frame lenses, and the Sony A7V came out, and then the debate was like, okay, should I just get the Sony A7V, use that as travel content? That's pretty much what I did with my Sony A7 IV, and it worked amazing for me. But I decided to go with the Sony A7C II because the deals on those cameras now is amazing. And it's like, honestly, I feel like you get a better deal by getting a Sony A7 IV or Sony A7 IV or Sony A7C II versus spending like $3,000 on a Sony A7V. And I know that camera did fix a lot of quirks that a lot of us users that love the Sony A7 IV that we wanted, but is it justifiable? $3,000. There's other cameras you could get for $3,000 with so many more specs. Open gate, like, come on, you see what the Nikon ZR and all these cameras are doing. But this camera right here, small, compact, full frame, 33 megapixels, the same sensor that's inside of the Sony A7 IV. So amazing image quality, amazing video quality, downsampled. Is it 6K or 7K? One of those, downsampled into 4K. I'm already comfortable with the sensor. I love the images that I'm able to get from it. So for me, it's more about usability and user case, and this camera just made so much sense to me. And then the price point, because the Sony, I literally bought this camera used. It was only purchased 2 months ago. It still has a full warranty, and the person that was selling it was getting rid of it because the Sony A7V came out. So I guess this video is just a quick video just to tell you guys about why I ultimately made this decision to go with the A7C II with the new release of the Sony A7V. And it's surprising that out of all cameras, this is the camera that I'm probably gonna skip out on, but it just hasn't impressed me that much. Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm never gonna get it. You know how I get, and you never really know. I do plan on still renting the camera, testing it, maybe using it on a few professional shoots, but it's not a camera that I need to own. What I wanted to own was a camera that was fun, a camera that I could bring with me everywhere, a camera that I could use to push my creativity, a camera that I can primarily use also for YouTube. And the A7C II checked every single box. And honestly, for the same price as the new Sony A7V, you could get a Sony A7CR, which is amazing in video, also has 61 megapixels, and is literally phenomenal. Like, you could get a Sony A7R5 for a little bit more, like slightly more, 61 megapixels, amazing for photography. Ooh, y'all ain't see that. Amazing for photography. There's so many things that you can do. So needless to say, this video is just to bring some clarity and to let you guys know on what my purchasing decision was and why I ultimately went with this decision, but also just to remind you guys, it's not all about the new brightest gear, right? I don't care if you shoot Canon, Nikon, whatever you shoot. Sometimes the best deal is the budget friendly deal, which is a older camera, maybe 4 or 5 years old. As long as if you're shooting video and it shoots 10-bit, 422, 4K, what are we really debating for? Like, just get whatever camera you want. I already have a lot of Sony lenses. That's why I decided to stay with Sony. That's really the main deciding factor. It's because I'm already invested into the ecosystem, and I don't feel like selling everything, because ultimately you end up losing money doing that, changing camera brands all the time, and you can get capable work out of all of these cameras. So with that being said, don't overthink it. Let me know what cameras you guys rocking. If you guys have the Sony A7C II, I'm so excited and ready to take it out and shoot. I haven't done anything with it yet. I didn't even set it up yet, so I'm gonna set it up, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot more videos on this camera to come. I'm so excited, but I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out.